Okay, so I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna be kind of sound judgmental or something today, and I don't mean it in a judgy way. Like, you go ahead and express yourself the way you want to express yourself. More power to you. I always say let your freak flag fly or something, but it definitely, it seems like people are willing to express just the bottom of the barrel and call it their best selves, like, and make it kind of silly or wacky, or I don't know, like, how many people are out there just, really, really fat, not had good dental hygiene, their teeth have a couple little jaggeds, and I don't know how that happens. You just get a couple of pointy things that come, and then they're just, I don't know, just the whole way they talk and act and stuff. And they just want to push that as like, everybody, this is my worst self, but everybody needs to accept me. Then, I don't know. I mean, fine if you want to just settle for your worst self, but I can't imagine that you're in your best. I mean, there's things you can do to take care of yourself. I don't know how it's become toxic. Now, if you're not fat, you got to be fat to be a non-racist person. I got this guy, I think his name's Mr. Odin or something. I started seeing his videos. He's a bit younger than me. I don't know, maybe like 10 years younger than me or something. Because I think he said he's 50. And I just turned 60. So we're still raised around the same time. Like, we would have been in school together at the same time. So we have, similar things that all of us back then went through, or expectations and stuff. So some of the stuff that he is astounded by, I'm just like, I'm completely shocked. I'm just like, I didn't even know TikTok was like that. I thought it was a lot more of the stupid dance-offs that these people do. I didn't know it was just like some sort of a platform that just people just want to express just their most weirdest things about themselves to be accepted or something. I'm not sure. I haven't figured it out yet. But the thing that is, to me, what is important is how much these people just show that they just don't respect themselves. They don't seem to really care about themselves. They want other people to respect them, maybe so that they can accept themselves. But you really are just kind of, you're just finding like your weakest part of yourself and expressing. It's like they're not really even trying to be their best selves. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I understand that, people want to express like their artistic side or whatever, and with their weird hair and I'm one of the people today. It was like a half an eyebrow that was pink and a half eyebrow that was yellow. And then I've seen one person who just goes out about with goblin makeup on, and she just does all these weird things. There's some that look really weird, and they use that. Like I said before, like I could go to New Orleans and I could stand out there with a sign, pictures for whatever, a couple bucks, and there would be people to take a picture of me. That's how weird they think I look, that they would want to pay me to take a picture with me. And I'm not even like these people. But one of the people said that that's what her and her friends will do. Is like they need money. They'll just go out and hold up a sign in a place where there's a bunch of tourists. Pictures with freaks, $5. And people will do it and pay. So, like if they're, I guess, marketing themselves, the whole thing is like, to me, this is all about like healing and getting in touch with your inner self and taking care of yourself and stuff. And I just don't see anybody, nobody. And, I'm not on TikTok, so I don't know if there's other people who are doing it and he just finds, because he always calls it the soft underbelly of TikTok. So I don't know who all's on there. I'm shocked at people who will, they want to be famous or something by being fat or ignorant or something, like to market that as your, like, I want to be famous, so I'm just going to go on here and talk about you should accept me for being fat. There's one that went on and start telling everyone that if you are not fat, or you think that fat is not healthy, is because you're a racist. Because she went through this whole book, something about back a long time ago, some author wrote about black women being larger and more animals or something, and white women being more fragile and skinny or something like that. So this woman's trying to say, this author, whatever his deal was, who knows. He was obviously a racist, or writing about the times or whatever. Humans have gone through some shitty times. But to just stay stuck there? Like, what in the hell? So you're telling me that, I don't need to exercise. I don't need to take care of myself. I can eat unhealthy. I can just, be fat as fuck. But if you don't like it, you're a racist? Well, it doesn't matter who likes it or who doesn't like it. You want to go around like that and, push other people to do it too. Well, you're not healthy. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you're being told. Doesn't matter that they're trying to tell you that calling fat people, saying that they're fat is racist or phobic, fat phobic. Like, I take care of myself because I've got a fat phobia. I take care of myself because I want to be healthy. I don't know how long I'm going to live. If I live to be 100, I don't want to be driving a scooter around. It's like, do these people, do they just intend on dying in the next couple years? Like, when this very first, was not very first. It was probably one of the first times I went into a store during quarantine. Pretty sure. I don't think because before I think I just went and pulled up and just picked up my groceries. It's like, I'm not going to go in here and walk around with one of these on. But the first time I did walk in, and if you pull it down so you can breathe, which I have I can't breathe. There's no fucking way I can walk around with one of those on. And so I just pull up and get my groceries. So this one day I go into this little market. It's not too far. And it is like a smaller kind of grocery store. And it's out from town. And I go in there, and this man is standing there, and I'm sure I had mine down, or probably then, because you had to have them, so I just would have it down. And, they've already got the fucking circles. You're supposed to stand all far apart. That's not even good enough for some of these people. And then, he's got his sweats on. He just looks all, dirty. Like, I don't know, these sweats were his teenage daughter's, like, when she was growing up, and now he's an old man, and he found them in the closet. And a t-shirt that doesn't fit, his stomach's hanging out between. And he just looked super just dirty. He didn't look taken care of. He didn't look like he bathed often or something. And he had one of these on, of course. And it could have just been like a really old man who was sickly and couldn't take good care of himself. He was with another person. But that other person should have went and got his groceries for him. Shouldn't have him out. I've already said that about that. If you have a lowered immune system, you don't go and expect the whole world to cater to you. You go to the hospital, they're not going to cater. You're going to have your own room, and they're going to keep you there. Nobody's even allowed to go in. So, yeah, these people are going to go around, and then you're going to have, like, Matt Damon's. Oh, well, my friends that are immunocompromised, you've got to do this. Oh, they can't stay home. Like, oh, my God, these fucking people. Yeah, let's all just change our lives for this person. So these people who are just, this guy, when I was standing there, he turns and he looks at me, and then he made his thing clear and moved further. I look healthy. I think anybody who sees me out, I think mostly people always think I look healthy. I don't look like diseased. And he acted like he was going to get something from me. And, if you are, oh no, there's just a few different things to think about that. Because, for one thing, if you think you're going to be catching something from people, then stay the fuck home. Don't be going out. You're so fucking scared. There's people who can go pick up your food. Oh, that was weird. I'm expecting anything to happen at any time. Like, anything to happen. But if you're so scared, you should stay home. And you should also be looking at yourself. Like, if you're overweight, your system is not working as best. So, oh God, that's just bullshit. Yeah, these people who have gone out, who are just unhealthy, don't take care of themselves, overweight, they just eat junk food all the time, don't sleep properly, drink too much, and just have worn their body out. And they're the ones who were all dying off. And then all of the people who are trying to take care of themselves, they're the ones being punished for it, because these people don't give a shit about themselves to take care of themselves. As a matter of fact, they want to go on TikTok and tell everybody else, hey, join the club, join the fat club. Yeah, accept me, or you're a racist. It's like, okay, this is nonsense. This has nothing to do with any of this bullshit. I don't know what has happened to get these people so tricked. Like, I didn't go to school with them, so I don't know what their indoctrination was in their programming. I couldn't even stand to watch the cartoons once my kids got to be older, so I don't really know. I mean, they start at such a young age to fuck with these people's heads, but these people don't even want to break free. And they just want to continue. But, if you want to be your best self, and you want to take care of yourself, then it has to do with actually taking care of yourself. Like, think about what you're putting in your mouth. If you are severely overweight, you are taking in way too much. Like, you could be a little bit overweight, like a lot of people struggle with a little bit, 10 pounds here, 20 pounds maybe. Even if you get up to be 20 pounds, most doctors will tell you, you got to lose weight. You're already fucking up your system. You have a more likelihood of becoming pre-diabetic. You have a higher thing of lipids and a higher risk of heart attack and stroke and stuff. Like, all of that goes up just by like 20 pounds. And these people are putting on like 100 pounds. And thinking, and during a time when it's just illness all around us, it just like totally cut off from having any goddamn logic or fucking sense in their heads. It's like, if you are one of those people and you are super overweight and somehow you've found me, and you are, maybe I've offended you at this point, or maybe that you are somebody who's like, man, I just don't feel right. I've got to change something. Something's not right. Yeah, they've trained you to be, this shape because they're out to kill you. So they want you dead. They want you plumped up for the feast. So, yeah, I'm not sure. But the place to start is, to focus, take time to yourself, to really get in the idea that this is your machine, this is your car, this is your avatar, and this isn't who you are. This is like, some of these people, you just look at them and you're just like, oh my God, I bet your house is messy. I bet your house really stinks. And they just don't, like, I was sitting there with a t-shirt on. One of the women who I saw, a t-shirt, she was really, really huge. And she didn't have a bra on, and I'm like, I'm not all about underwear. I'm constantly saying I don't get it. Like, I think it's all just to make money off of us, like telling us that we need to wear clothes between our clothes. But whatever. She didn't have a bra on, and she's very huge. Her boobs are really, really huge, and they probably hang really low, but her angle, so you can't see that really. But her t-shirt is just covered with stains and stuff like that, and she's sticking her boobs to show she's not wearing a bra and stuff like that. And she was saying something about, I don't know, inside her house, and so she had to do it outside. And I just kept thinking, and she has 3 little kids. Kind of reminds you of that, what we saw with, I didn't watch that show, but fuck, you couldn't get away from that chick for a while, that Honey Boo Boo. It's like it was everywhere. And her mom, what was her mom's name? June something. And how they would just go around just being as tacky as possible. Well, I guess there's a lot of people who thought like, oh, cool life, man, cool lifestyle. I'm gonna go follow that way. It is, but you know, your body is your avatar. If you want to turn it into a beat up old raggedy thing, you know, it's not going to get you far. If you're putting in way too much gas and oil and filling all the fluids up too much, it's not going to get you far. Like you have to think about your, this is your vehicle. This is something, you know, in your soul can be in touch with it. Like there's communication going on. And if you're just so caught up in the 3-dimensional and trying to get famous over being fat and not wearing a bra, then you're out of touch. You know, you're just caught up in this 3-dimensional existence, trying to, I don't know. It seems like people used to want to get famous for doing something really good. And now people just want to get famous. They don't give a shit. Like, you know, I'm sure we have people who are taking pictures of the shit in the toilet to try and get famous. That's how tacky things have gotten. Like, they just don't have any respect for themselves. They've lost all respect for themselves. Well, how's anybody going to respect you if you don't respect yourself? But if you found me and you are somebody who has been struggling, you know, caught up in the stuff, you know, I mean, they've got people so screwed up, like they don't know if they're a boy or a girl. They think that being fat is healthy. Being obnoxious is, you know, how to get famous. I don't know. So it just gets me into the thing. Is like, is this the rapture? Is this like the splitting? Is there so much in that reality? Is this it? I'm like, cause I can't fathom the reality any more than they can fathom mine. I can't wrap my head around it. I can't understand it. I can't understand wanting to just be gross and then try and like shame people into accepting me. I don't know. But, you know, the place to start is to just really try and tune into your body, try and really think about your body and what it needs, and think about food as the fuel. And you can't just put in, you know, 10 tons of McDonald's. It's got like enough calories for the week. It's way over what your body needs, but also there's no nutrition. So your body is going to be starving. You're going to feel like you're constantly hungry. Your body is constantly telling you, I need something. You just keep filling it full of junk. Oh, how about a few fries? And don't get me wrong, I'll eat fries, I'll eat chips, I'll eat cookies, I'll eat cakes, I'll eat all that junk and stuff like that. But I don't do it, obviously, to excess, you know. I think that there's balance in everything. Yeah, you should be able to have some stuff that is junk if you want to have some junk. But you also got to think about how to get balance. And you got to give your body a lot of nutrition. You got to focus on foods that give high nutrition. Like, know about what different foods offer and what is the benefits to eating vegetables, certain vegetables especially. And, you know, that's really where to start, is to just really start getting to understand about food. And, you know, go out. Like that one woman who I saw, I haven't seen her again since. The big woman who was out there who decided, I guess, first thing she's going out jogging. She's taking it on. And, you know, she gets up here and she's turning her circle. I think it's like about, if you did the whole circle of our street, I think it's almost a mile. And so I don't know what house she is. She could have come down 4 houses. I don't know who this woman was. And then she had to turn around in front of my house and was yelling at the dogs to shut up. It's so weird. These people who go around, like the guy next door who goes, well, when I walk past their house, the dogs bark and it draws attention. I don't know what people have dogs for. So they can just have something to sit in their house and pet as they stuff fucking pork rinds in their face, I guess. I don't know. So, yeah, you know, she was going in big. Don't go in big. It's just going to put you off. Don't try and master jogging when you're 100 pounds overweight. It's not even going to be good for you. You already just, you know, when I talked about the guy who came in the bar, that pub place the other day, and he had one of these things on, and he was like 400 pounds, and he could barely walk. He's like lumbering slowly, you know, shuffling along. Yeah, you don't, oh, I'm going to go take on jogging. I'm losing weight now. That's not the way to start. You're going to have to probably just start, you know, by walking. You may only go a couple of houses down and walk back, you know, and just, you know, keep on trying to add on a little bit more every day until you get yourself up to where you can do whatever your goal is. If your goal is to be able to walk a mile, just add on a little bit every day, every day, every day. And, you know, you'll reach your goal. And, you know, if you're focused on your food as fuel and paying attention to what you're putting in your mouth and limiting the junk and trying to get more of what will keep your body feeling fueled and not, you know, feeling like it's starving to death all the time, then, you know, that's where to start. Understanding more. And Stephen Gundry does so much. I just love how he explains about food and what we should be eating and the science part of it. And, you know, it might be too complex for some people to understand and maybe like, I'm going to listen to this. This is a bunch of science bullshit. And he has other books too, and he has other conferences and other interviews where he talks about it, and it doesn't go as in depth. If you order his books, you got to be careful because some of them are very scientific, but you, it will help you be able to, you know, start understanding about food. You know, there's been so much manipulation. I mean, they're doing it right now, convincing people like it's healthy to be fat. It's not healthy to be fat. It's never been healthy to be fat. And back in the days when people were fat and that they were, you know, like revered as fat, that was because there was no food. It was during times of famine. And the other people were starving and skinny and scrawny and overworked. And then the fat people, they were the aristocrats, where people that like that showed like, oh, I'm better than you. I've got more food than you. I can eat as much as I want. You scrawny old peasant. So that was the mindset. And you know, I'm not really sure how these people have come up with like that they want to circle back to going into being fat. It was not ever healthy. It was a smug, smarty, kind of snotty way to be to other people. They kind of got that going for them still with the snotty, smug bullshit. Like if you can't accept me being fat, then you're a racist. You're a phobic, misogynist. I mean, all the bullshit. And there's something else I want to talk about this. I know I'm on a, I don't know, dark rant or something, but it is serious. Like for those of us who are trying to push about health and taking care of yourself and your conscious awareness and claiming your sovereignty and getting in touch with all that there is out there, you know. Yeah, that is, I can't help. I mean, something big is about to happen. We know that for sure. And I don't know. You know, I can see now where they say, like, the ending's not for everybody. Yeah, the people are so locked in. So locked into this, I don't know. It's not even just three-dimensional, because it's just this manipulated kind of life. Like, I don't know. It's weird. But to me, they've surrendered to the cabal, if you ask me. So I want to talk about another thing real quick. I'll be right back.